A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I've been given something very interesting. I've been shown that someone who did not prioritize you, someone who did not keep you as priority, even though you were the best option or the best person, or in that situation, what I'm being shown is that they should have ideally prioritized you only. But they instead chose something or someone karmic. And now, it's so interesting because of inner work, certain things are being revealed to you. But this channeling is going to apply to those people who were very patient, who believed in divine intervention and divine timing, and with whatever they were going through, even though they were not given priority and even though they were hurt by the choice of person or the choice of situation, more so a person is shown to me, they were made to feel like, you know what, you're not important enough for me. Even though verbally the other person was telling you, oh, you matter to me, I really want to be with you, I really want to see you, this and that. What God is doing, or what happened actually in this whole scenario, is that first of all, you've been doing inner work since a good number of time. Like you can say, and I'm talking about actual inner work, real inner work. A lot of people are not even doing inner work, and a lot of people are not even in the twin flame ascension journey. They are assuming that they are in some kind of twin flame ascension journey, or they are a twin flame also. These things you can figure out via personal sessions, via personal readings. You can find out what energy you have and what type of journey you're in. Is it a twin flame ascension journey? Is it a star seed ascension journey? Are you a light worker? Because I'm basically catering to all these different types of people who are on ascension. And there is a slight difference, and there are also people who are star seed twin flames, which means that they are a combination of twin flames and star seeds. So all of this you can figure out in the personal session. For that you have to check out the description box, and you can then write to me at the sunamoon@gmail.com. The important thing that I was shown over here is that there is one person whose channeling I'm doing, whose energy is popping out the most. Now this person is doing inner work. This person is a pure soul. This person is also a giver. And this person's intuition is also very strong. So via their intuition, they can speak about a lot of things well in advance. So this person that is around you, you probably cared a lot for this person, and this person also knows very well that your intuition is literally spot on. It is so right, it is so correct, it has always been correct, but they never wanted to listen to you, or they always felt that they are always right. And despite seeing such obvious signs and such obvious predictions coming true, they still did not want to listen to you. This is a very stubborn person that I'm being shown, who has troubled a lot of people. This person is a narcissistic person also, but they always think that other people are bad and other people are narcissists around them. And they never prioritize correctly. And they always want to think that they are always right, no matter what. So God is actually trying to show it to them that you need to surrender to someone who knows a lot more than you. And this person also needs to learn that what happens when they don't give priority to the right person, which is you in this case, that later on they will have to come back crying to you only for not doing so. Because this is exactly what I was shown, that whosoever they chose, maybe they even told you about this person, or in some bizarre cases that person was even introduced to them, to you. You knew who this person is, and in your heart, in your mind, you didn't want to say anything. You were like just very cold, and you were like, okay, I don't care. You accepted divine timing, and you accepted whatever source had in store for you in that particular moment. Maybe they cancelled things which were supposed to happen with you. Maybe they cancelled a whole plan because they thought that it would be better to be around the karmic person, or it would be better to be around the materialistic choices. So they just basically took you for granted, and they thought, because they know you very well, they know what type of person you are and what type of things you like to do, what is your nature. They know everything, and they also know that you are a very happy person. You're a happy person, you're a content person. So in some ways they try to trigger you also, and in some ways God is showing me that they need to know you more. They need to know you so much better than they think they know you. So they thought that it would be much better to hang out with someone else rather than you. It would be better to be with someone else rather than you. And they thought that they know quite a lot about you. But this is one thing that they need to learn, that not only your intuition is very strong, but you're also independent. And third most important point is that anyone who hurts you has to come back to you for apology. Like, this is something, because it maybe happened with them before also, but they just thought that it's a fluke, it's a coincidence. They didn't listen to you and they were like, I can do whatever I want. Because every time you try to tell them anything, it was only for their benefit. It was never for your benefit. You were not going to gain anything from it. Literally, you were not benefiting in any way, especially not materialistically. And inner work you're doing on your own now. I'm being shown that whosoever I'm channeling is an independent person. Of course, they also have days, they also go through days which are a little difficult and days where the struggle is more. All of that is there. But the person I'm channeling is independent, wise, spiritual, inner work oriented, a giver, very loving, and they want to work on themselves. That's the beauty about this person. So even when someone did not prioritize them or someone did not choose them, literally it was like that person chose someone else right on your face. And yet you smiled and you walked away. And you said, okay, all the very best. You enjoy your life. I'll see you soon, or I'll see you later. Now later on, this person may have told you how happy they are in their karmic reality, how happy they are doing these wonderful things, how happy they are, blah, 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 blah. And even at that time, you were like, okay, if you're happy, that's great. I'm happy for you. Maybe you sensed something, but you did not predict it, because you felt that in the past so many times you have predicted this, or you've told them that take care of yourself, or this person is not right for you, or that is not good for you, or so many things are being shown to me. It could be anything, because this is a collective reading. In the collective reading, we can only give certain points. Only in the personal reading, we can go completely into the details. When someone did not give you priority initially, it was a bit complex situation for you, because it involved certain emotions and various factors were there. At first, you did feel a bit rejected, but you moved on. Initially, you were like, okay, disappointed by the choice. You were a little bit hurt, but you thought that I will prioritize my own well-being. You thought that you're going to prioritize your own well-being and move on from this person. But when they come back crying to you, you're like, I'm being shown you're like shocked, but you're also finding it a bit funny. But at the same time, you have more empathy, because it's happening right in front of your own eyes. The same person who ignored you, discarded you, rejected you, or chose something or someone else over you, the same person is coming to you to cry on your shoulder. So for some people, it is literally like they are just so point blank, and they also feel like, wow, is God trying to show this to me? Is God literally telling me that, look, this is what happens when people don't do the right thing? And this is not for superiority complex. It is not that. It is not that type of channeling. This channeling is for those people who literally have empathy and understanding. Because when you got rejected, you did not react like this. When someone did not prioritize you, you did not behave like this. You were far more poised and you have a lot of self-respect and you just did your own thing. You simply chose to show a compassionate nature for yourself at that time. Your own self was important. You did care about the other person, but you also felt that no, I must do what I love, and if in this moment things don't look comfortable for me, instead of forcing myself on someone or building a pressure or even requesting, or the worst thing that you didn't want to do is you did not want to depend on a non-dependable person. You thought about this whole situation and you realized that this is not a dependable person at all. I cannot depend on this person. Even if they come to me or they tell me I'll make arrangements or I'll do this or I'll do that, you're still thinking, no, I cannot depend on this person at all. This is the time I need to trust the process, and this is the time I need to trust the divine plan, the divine order, and I need to just do my thing. Whatever was the next best thing for you to do, you did that. And when this person comes to you looking for a shoulder to cry on, you are compassionate, you are listening to their reasons and feelings, you're also telling them that they have made a mistake, you're also telling them that I am here for you, I can provide you emotional support, but you have your boundaries. You're not over speaking, you're not doing anything, because I'm being shown 2 to 3 types of responses. Some of the people are literally very nonchalant and they are just saying that, okay, I mean, this happened to you, I'm sorry to know, I feel bad for you, but you have to move on and you have to just learn your lesson and learn to be strong and to be independent. You don't feel like wasting your energy on this person, because in the past also they've done this, and it's probably God's way of telling you more than them. This is also God's way of telling you that each time they make a wrong choice, they suffer, and they suffer at the hands of the karmic, because they don't want to surrender to your spiritual knowledge. They don't want to surrender to anyone. They don't want to surrender to a friend. They don't want to surrender to a teacher. They don't want to surrender to a guide. They don't want to surrender to even a therapist. They will not surrender to anyone. So God is showing you that people who don't surrender, people who don't accept divine timing, this is how they suffer. And why is this happening right in front of your eyes? Is to let you know that you're not suffering like them, because you made the right choice, and that was to surrender to whatever the divine plan was. Even though some people are giving them a listening ear and being like, hey, I understand, but you are setting your boundaries because you don't want to waste energy on this person. You've realized that this person has a pattern. They have a pattern of doing this. They keep doing this. So now they need to understand the actual lesson, and they will. You are not concerned. Some of the people have even told them on the face that, remember that you did this to me, or you tried to do this to me, but I was strong and I moved on. You did not make me the choice, or you did not choose me, you chose someone else, and now that person is hurting you, and you are coming to me to talk about that person. So it's your mistake. You chose it, and you gave that person so much importance, so much priority. You probably didn't even know that person that well. You didn't even have any idea. And even when I was trying to tell you that this is not a good thing to do, you did not bother. And some of the people I'm being shown, they are just simply observing this too. They are just saying, okay, This is life. Thank you, God, because I was gonna be hurt because of this person. But I've also seen one more thing which is very important in this channeling, that you have also learned how to communicate. Because maybe in the past, whenever this person was making all these wrong karmic choices, you were involved in some way. You had a role to play. So you were not able to communicate with this person. You were not able to tell them that I'm there to protect you. I don't have any need from you. You cannot fulfill any of my need. My need is going to be fulfilled by God only. But I'm literally there to protect you, or God is sending me to protect you from the harmful energies that this other person has towards you. But you did not let go, you did not surrender to divine plan, and you just did whatever you wanted to do. So you have learned to communicate this point without hurting the other person. You are able to have an open and honest conversation about whatever happened and how it had affected you, and it was probably for their benefit more than you maybe, or maybe it was equal, but God was trying to create a situation which was a good situation for both of you and that person. But since you were so adamant, like, no, I don't want to do it like this, I don't want to do it like that, I want to do it my way only, or I know better than anyone else, so this is what happens. This is what happened. And you were protected, like the person I'm channeling was protected and is still protected. So this is a good opportunity for that person also to learn via you, because you are here acting as a monad, because you are the one who's in control, you are the one who's in wisdom. And it could be an ex, it could be a best friend, it could be someone who knows you very well, and they also knew that maybe they spoiled a plan, they ruined a good moment for you which could have been good or great, because they wanted to do whatever they loved, which is also extremely materialistic and not at all spiritual. And depending on all of this, the outcome of the conversation, it's also up to you whether you want to give this person another chance or not, or whether you want to spend time with them, whether you want to, be around them or not. But definitely you have learned how to respond in such situations, because here it's not also about saying to the other person, see, I told you, if you're gonna do bad to me, you're gonna get punished. You got punished. Because that's not the idea of this channeling, and this is not how this person is going to behave. Because whosoever I'm channeling has crossed that level of revenge and getting angry or going back to people and telling them, look, you're suffering because you hurt me. And you also are, by your own behavior, teaching other people about self-respect, about happiness, about making choices that align with their spiritual inner work, because the other person is also doing spiritual inner work. And God probably sent them to you so that you could teach them or they could learn from you. And in exchange, you're also learning so much about life. You're obviously many steps ahead of this person, but still, we all need to be humble and remember that we're all students in a certain given time frame or in a given situation. Even if we have the upper hand in some situation, but we are still students and we always have something to learn. So actually, for some people, it's good also, because this channeling is literally about understanding how does it feel to be wise and in control and not depend on anyone else. Even in situations when people who had not prioritized you, people who discarded you or people who did not choose you, now or later on come back to you after suffering at the hands of the person or the people or the situations they chose instead of you. This is what this channeling is all about. Because you got so much clarity and discernment. You're able to evaluate whether their change of heart is genuine or they are simply seeking comfort or support in difficult time, because that is also a possibility. You are able to check that. You have the power to decide whether you should give them forgiveness or provide them guidance or maintain boundaries or just give them an eye-opener. Like, you chose this, God was giving you something better, but you chose this. Because you can get hurt from such people again until and unless you are not 100% sure that they have healed and they have learned. Because I told you in the beginning, this person, whosoever is around you, whose energy is being shown to me around you, this person thinks that they're always right. So God is putting them into these situations, these type of situations, so that when they team up with you or when they work as a part of your mission, or when they also learn to do inner work and just volunteer, and then someone else is difficult or is crazy around you, they already know what's going to happen. In a relationship dynamic also, this person would know that how would you be or what's going to happen to other people if they unnecessarily trouble you. So that's why I said it's about being humble. It's also about thanking God for protecting you so much, and also then showing it to you right in front of your own eyes that because you were pure, because you were loving, because you were giving, God is by your side. God is holding your hand, and God is never gonna let go of your hand ever. It's always there for you. The energy, the love is always there for you. So this is where I'm going to close this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.